Good, Erev Shabbos. I hope you and your family are well. Now, in the world at the moment, we have a major war. We have the rising cost of living. We have a pandemic, which does not seem to be going away. And yet the main news story from this week seems to be from the Oscars, when Will Smith slapped the host, Chris Rock, around the face after he made comments about Will Smith's wife. So what does the Torah say about this situation? So there's certainly wrong on both sides. From the side of Will Smith, on the one hand, the Torah tells us that and under many circumstances, it is correct and in fact, appropriate thing to do to express one's disappointment or disgust about a situation. However, the Torah never allows us to lose control. When a person loses control through anger to violence, that compares to the idea of idol worship, and the Torah absolutely comes down. It's completely forbidden to give in to that. Rather, you have to learn to be able to control and express our strong emotions in a much more productive way. However, on the flip side, with Chris Rock, the power, as we learn from this week's Torah portion of TAZRIA, of speech, is also so important. First of all, the idea of embarrassing a friend in public is compared to murder in the Torah. And furthermore, we have an obligation to use our speech correctly. Now, obviously, the job of a comedian is to bring humor, but it can be done in a way where we're not necessarily embarrassing people or putting people down. The Torah tells us that we only have finite amount of words to use in this world, and our words are used to build things around us. And we learn this from the creation story itself. When God created the world, he used the power of speech. Baruch Sha'ama v'haya ha'olam. But God said, i.e., let there be light, let there be a firmament, and it became. Similarly, we are created in God's image, and we create or destroy through our speech. In this week's TAZRIA of TAZRIA, it speaks about the biblical spiritual disease of tzara'at. And if somebody spoke inappropriately, then they would get a hint on either their house or their clothing or on their body that they had done something wrong. And there's a whole set of laws that they have to go into isolation before they are cured. But the whole idea is to teach us as human beings about our power of speech. Again, both sides in this story have something to learn about, and certainly the message I want to give to us is, number one, to be able to control our emotions, and number two, when it comes to the power of speech, we have tremendous power. Let us use it for the good, for spreading positivity, good words about each other, encouraging each other, and certainly not embarrassing, and certainly not gossip, because those things destroy and they bring negativity to the world. I'm wishing you and your family a good Shabbos. Let's use this Shabbos to use positive words, to praise each other, to do some learning, to do praying, meditation, and things which bring positivity and not negativity to this world. Shabbat Shalom.